From the founder of EVC Pack insulting the only investor interested in his product, to Lori calling the bluff on CoinOut's zero-value product and iffy long-term plans, here are some of Lori Greiner's most brutal Shark Tank rejections. I have to start with the time Sarath Malapati insulted her. EVC Pack proved that you need more than just a good business model to make a deal on Shark Tank. When Malapati entered the tank, boasting about his natural antibiotic replacement product, Lori was all ears. You could see her gleaming, nodding her head along like she was in it the minute he started talking. EVC Pack was marketed as a means to reduce antibiotic resistance using natural ingredients and vitamins. Malapati was the man for the job. He's a practicing MD who's seen the effects of antibiotic resistance firsthand. It sounds like a deal made in heaven, right? The guy clearly knows what he's doing and has a shark invested right off the bat. Okay, then why did she bow out? Well, she believed in the product, but hated the way Malapati was treating her. Every time she'd try to get his attention, he'd shift his focus to one of the other sharks. The guys, basically. It irked her the first time, but again, she really liked the product. But when Malapati refused to acknowledge her presence, literally while she was yelling at him, she called him a chauvinist and said she was out. The founder tried to salvage the situation by calling her a positive person and all, but she'd made up her mind. Lori would do anything but get into business with EVC Pack, which is a shame really, because she was the only shark who would have actually helped Malapati. She knew the market, was a consumer herself, and believed in EVC Pack. The other sharks didn't get what the guy was selling. To Malapati's credit though, at least the science behind the antibiotic resistance is proven. Still, Lori wasn't always so sure about ideas, because Ryan Naylor was selling what Lori called a liability nightmare. How much do you know about negative ion technology? If you're a part of the vast majority, you probably know little to nothing about it. And according to the sharks, the founder of SO Watches was trying to capitalize on that. Naylor came into the Shark Tank with a product that looked pretty substandard, but claimed to do something extraordinary. His negative ion watches would, essentially, redistribute your ions to give you better focus and balance and keep you active. Well, the sharks seemed pretty uninterested in that. So, to show them the genius behind the product, Naylor had Lori come up to test the watch out for herself. Now, Lori actually said she felt her balance getting better after wearing the watch. Then, why did she reject the product? Lori, like all the other sharks, believed that Naylor was selling a scam. They called him out for many things: banking on a placebo product, doing little to no market research on his product, and not even manufacturing the products locally. She put it best when she called it a liability nightmare before saying she was out. Continuing the trend of horrible wristbands, does anyone remember Pavlok? You could rightfully say that Manish Sethi had one foot out the door right as he entered the tank. Right off the bat, this guy was hostile and irritable. When he was explaining his business, Pavlok, to the sharks, as a wristband that apparently breaks bad habits by sending a shock through your body, all 5 of the sharks started chuckling. And yeah, Manish did not take kindly to that. He debuted with, "You can laugh all you want, it works." Is that really the attitude you want to have with people you're asking for thousands of dollars from? Anyway, he continued with the demo. And yes, he zapped all the sharks. Lori noticed a pretty serious flaw with the product. To make it work, you'd have to zap yourself, right? Why would anyone do that? And if they had that self-control, why wouldn't they just break their bad habit themselves? Things started to fall apart, and the arrogant pitcher started to fumble. He even picked a fight with Kevin O'Leary. Lori was a lot nicer to Lisa Bindero though, but not as nice about what she was trying to sell. Bindero came into the tank with almost everything needed for a great pitch. She'd been an expert in her field, had tested the product herself, was nice, and had a gleaming smile. So, what made Lori reject her? The product itself, actually. Lisa was selling yoga arm and leg warmers made from breathable fabric. When she started her pitch, almost all of the sharks seemed interested. I mean, she had all the facts to back it up. Traditional arm and leg warmers were itchy and not really durable. Things fell apart when she revealed her business side. She'd valued her company at over $1 million, invested $300,000 of her own money into the company, and was still sitting on $65,000 worth of inventory. This made Lori a bit concerned. She asked Lisa if she'd be willing to re-evaluate her business at all, but the founder of Nice Pipes Apparel was adamant that she'd done the right math. I mean, if you're not even going to listen to a potential investor, then what makes you think they'd be willing to pour money into your business? Anyway, do you remember the fastest time Lori said she was out? Amber might have had the shortest and most dangerous pitch in Shark Tank history. Two young college grads from the University of Michigan saw a problem and decided to be the ones to come up with a solution. However, Lori believed that they went about it the wrong way. So, Amber's idea was supposed to be a more secure way to charge your phone when you're out. Walk with me on this one. You're at a bar and your phone's dying. You don't know where to charge your phone. So, you hand your phone over to the bartender and ask them to charge it behind the bar. Now, what if the bartender's shift ends? What if someone just waltzes in and takes it away? Who do you blame but yourself? But this inbuilt charging station could hold up to 7 phones, and the only way to access your phone was through biometric verification. You press your finger, it detects that it's you, opens a door, and voila! Phones charge without a problem. Well, no. Because according to the more tech-savvy sharks in the tank, fingerprint verification is not entirely secure. Plus, the two entrepreneurs didn't have a finished product. Amber was missing the door. That is, the very thing that was supposed to keep your phone secure. Yeah, Lori saw too many holes in the product. It was a no-brainer. Then, there was this one time Lori Greiner told someone she was out because she wanted them to focus more on their day job. Okay, so this might not count as a brutal rejection because no one was yelling and screaming. But Lori did essentially tell Diana Gerard that it'd be better for her to focus on being a lawyer. Okay, so some backstory here. Diana came onto Shark Tank to secure funding for Magic Dates. Her company of assorted dates is made with whole, natural ingredients. Diana's business was going pretty well. So much, in fact, that she decided to focus on being an entrepreneur and leave her day job. Her day job is being a human rights lawyer. Now, Lori actually liked her product here, but when she heard what Diana was trading for a very small share in a global market, she gave her some tough love. Basically, she told Diana like it was. It was right near impossible for her to break into the food industry with a product that might taste good, sure, but it was nothing spectacular. Ouch! But Lori told Diana she needed to hear this, because the trade she was making, quitting being a human rights lawyer, just wasn't worth it, and for those reasons, she was out. Similarly, she also liked Jeff's coin out pitch, but the investor couldn't see how she'd get any of her money back. Okay, so this product was actually pretty good. I mean, as far as all the products we've seen on Shark Tank are concerned. From gimmicks and gags to some of the most innovative ideas there are, Coinout's up there as one of the best. But Lori just couldn't understand how it'd help her as an investor. So, Coinout allows you to convert your loose change into points, gift cards, or charitable donations. Jeff, the founder, saw a problem. Loose change popping up out of nowhere, and no one knows what to do with it. Coinout was supposed to revolutionize the checking out experience. But with the application giving little value to the retailers themselves, Lori didn't get how it would help her. I mean, you don't just dish out thousands of dollars because you like something, you need to believe it's actually a sustainable business. Also, Jeff was kind of standoffish. He didn't really take kindly to any of the sharks giving him advice, and had only one thing to say throughout his pitch: contingency. And well, he left without securing a deal from Lori. So, from Lori calling the bluff on Coinout's zero-value product and iffy long-term plans, to EVC PAC's founder insulting her, these were some of the most brutal rejections from Lori Greiner on Shark Tank.